See, there's a guy named Yogananda, or Paramahansa Yogananda. He wrote the autobiography of a yogi. I'm not a follower of his. My wife translates some of his material into Russian for Russian publications, or for them to go into Russia with their publications. But I have read a few of his books, and one of the things I really like about what he says, and I believe that it's true, and he's not some sort of airy-fairy Indian guru type, which is what I like about him. He says that there's actually, he doesn't use the word, but I'm going to paraphrase, there's actually like a conspiracy of negative forces that attempt to keep people who want to improve their lives, that blockages come up all the time. He doesn't even actually use the word negative forces. That's my own interpretation. But the point is, blockages comes up all the time. And so I believe that's really true. You know, it's almost like, you know, if you want to succeed past the success you're having in life right now, let's say you want to double your income and work from home, or you want to triple your income, or you already work from home and you want to have 3 businesses instead of 1. Whatever the case may be, if you want to improve your life, dramatically improve your life, you have to go through your own limitations. I think that's probably a better way of saying it. You have to go through your own limitations, your own lethargy, your own comfort zone. Okay, so in essence, the life that you live, if you're not totally happy with it, you're actually a prisoner of your own beliefs. You're a prisoner of your own comfort zone. You're a prisoner of the way that you're accustomed to doing things on a day-to-day basis, you know, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out. So if your life hasn't changed dramatically in the past year or two, but you really wanted to, it's simply because you're not overcoming the obstacles to success in a way that allows you to break out of the prison of your own beliefs. And it is a prison. It's actually, it's a biochemical prison. It's a brain chemistry prison. Your brain secretes chemicals that basically produce your behavior and your outlook on life. And your behavior and your outlook on life actually creates the brain chemistry that's going on inside your head. So it's like the dog chasing the tail. The point is that the only way you're going to change is to overcome. And the only way you can overcome is to be willing to go through discomfort. And Harv Eker teaches this in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I went to his 3-day workshop. This is what he teaches. You have to overcome the discomfort. Now, maybe your discomfort is that you're dyslexic and you can't follow the way that you're supposed to do ibuzzpro. Well, you have to overcome it. Yeah, it means you have to go to every webinar. It means you have to watch the webinar that's on video in the back office of your ibuzzpro site. You have to watch it like 3 times a day until it becomes so familiar to you that it's no different from driving a car. Even if you're dyslexic, you can drive a car. Okay? So maybe that's your obstacle. Maybe an obstacle that you have is you don't have enough time. You have to make the time. You know? Turn off the TV and make the time, you know, and learn how to do iBuzzing. Maybe you look at all the tutorials, videos on the site, and you say, my gosh, there's too many, where do I start? Well, you start with the first one, then you go to the second one, then you go to the third one, then you go to the fourth one. And if you have to, you put the video on pause and you take notes. You know, okay, so how do you get phone numbers? Well, you buy a phone gold miner for $147 and you can have an unlimited quantity of phone numbers, or if you don't have an extra $147, follow the reverse marketing techniques on how to harvest phone numbers online and do it like that. I used that for the first 8 months in ibuzzpro. That's what I did. You know, you have to overcome your own obstacles. And like I said, some people call that, you know, evil forces. I don't think about it like that, and I shouldn't have even said that because I didn't really mean it, and I'm sure that's not what Yogananda means either. But the point is that you have to overcome your own limitations, whatever those limitations are. And the only way to do that is to persevere and go through them, even if it's uncomfortable. You know, you're never, ever, ever going to burst through or blast through a limitation without some degree of discomfort. See, I used to think that if something was difficult to do, this is a long, long time ago, I used to think if something was difficult to do, it meant that I wasn't meant to do it, that I was meant to do something else, and all that did was scatter my consciousness, just scattered my mind all over the place, and then I didn't know whether I was coming or going. Well, with age, things improve with age. So I'm pushing up against 60 and things get a little bit clearer. Anyway, the point is that, you know, success is the golden ring. It's the golden ring. It's the thing that you strive for. It's not going to be given to you. Now, you could have done a lot of work in the past and then you stumble into something and all of a sudden you achieve immediate success, like I did with ibuzzpro. Well, it seems immediate. For me, it wasn't immediate. I was busting my butt for a long time to learn how to be successful, and I was affirming and all this stuff so that when I found ibuzzpro, I just kept doing what I was already doing. I just transferred my belief that I was going to succeed into ibuzzpro. Okay? But I was already busting my butt with affirmations and visualizations and reading and improving myself and changing and growing and transforming. That's what you have to do. If you're not willing to do that, you might as well just stick with your job. If this is inspirational to you, then get to work. There's plenty of books out there, there's plenty of seminars, there's plenty of CDs and DVDs. They're all over the place. Just find the one that works for you, plug into it, get into the zone, stick to it, rise above your limitations, and do it, and you'll be a much greater person for it.